Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is over here on Gunner's Profiles today. What it is real life, real talk by a real one who really did that. What it isn't is added preservatives, no fake shit. No, give me no gasolina. Dame más gas. Wait up. Right now, homes, we need gas. You know what I mean? Spensa, a la tira. As you can tell by that thumbnail right there, we're talking about Chiraq, Stand Up, Chicago. The California influence of Chicago, right? Chicago was influencing California in a real way. Or is it vice versa? I can't call it like an alcoholic, but what I can tell you is right now, man, the wiggle was real in both states. The Golden State, the Windy State, man, the Windy City, or whatever the case may be, Illinois, Chicago, stand up. Them motherfuckers are crazy, right? So what I wanted to talk about was this influence. If you haven't noticed, if your fucking eyes ain't open, your boca's open too. Shut it. Let's get shut it unless you need it for Arby's, right? Shut it. Trip out. Knowledge you can't get in college. Paint where there ain't. Some real life shit. Chicago has been banging, right? Super banging. Dun, 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 orale, Superman banging. They've been getting their issue on for a long time. It's always in the news. Anyone that's from Chicago that's tapped in has told me, man, I can't even go out in broad daylight without having a thing on me, allegedly, right? And I say to them, you know what? Hey, I remember them days, right? Back in the 90s, it was ugly and it was crazy. But at the same time, it's like the 90s era in Chicago right now. They don't give a fuck, right? Everybody is off and heavily influenced by drill music. They're tapping in. Okay, what is drill music? What is the influence of Chicago? Okay, in every different region, you're going to have, it seems like all gangs and everything kind of surrounds music. You notice that shit? On the West Coast, you had the gangster hip hop. Everybody thought they were Eazy-E. You know what I mean? Until you got that shit, and then nobody wanted to be him anymore. You know what I mean? Then they transitioned to Tupac. But there was always that West Coast G-Funk flavor. That gangsterism, right? That gangster hip hop. Motherfuckers in the West Coast were getting their bang on Benz and Dickies. Oh my, you already knew what it was. Of course, down south, Atlanta, Texas, they're swinging on things. Atlanta, they're motherfucking doing their thing however they do it. New York has always been the mecca of hip hop. They get their wiggle on, but it's more of a turf thing there. You know what I mean? It's more of a, hey, you stay on your block, homeboy, and we'll stay on ours. Now, when it comes to Chicago, the Midwest, where it really gets funky, right? They got a thing called drill music. To what degree of drill? La, 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 la. You know what I mean? What's that? That ain't hung, hung, hung. They'll drill your ass, right? That's what I take from it. I don't know the meaning of drill music. I just know that that is what's heavily influencing all the rappers nowadays, man. They're all off that drill music. They're off that gangster shit. That's the new school era, and I ain't mad at them. Besides the Dog the Bounty, the Hunter haircuts, and the skinny ass tight jeans that they're wearing, the TikTok pants, that's something different, right? I don't agree with that. But other than that, man, these motherfuckers are crazy. Now, Chicago has always been a mob-influenced town. It goes all the way back to Mr. Al Capone and all the mob era type shit that they had going on there. You know, it was always mob-influenced. But it's also had a lot of Latino gangs, like Latin Kings, Gangster's Disciples, so on and so forth. There's a lot of different cliques, gangs, avenues, trips. Hey, them motherfuckers are different in Chicago, right? And it's been happening since the early 1900s. It's not like they just fucking all of a sudden started gangbanging in the city of Chicago. They've been doing it. Big cities do big things, right? And that's definitely a big city, and it's windy all over that motherfucker, so you never know where the bullets are going to breeze. But I'll tell you one thing, right? Chicago has always been that one. You know, when you think about fucking cities where they wiggle, you think about Detroit, you think about New York City, the Bronx, the BX boroughs, stand up, orale, right? You think about motherfucking cities like Indianapolis, Indiana, where they really get their folks on, right? You really think about cities like Miami, Florida, where they'll Dade County your ass. You think about Texas, man, Houston, where they're swinging on things and they're using them things, right? And then, of course, you think about California from LA to the Bay. That's how we wiggle. Orale, Central Valle, 209, stand up. We've been doing that, right? But Chicago has always had that heavy influence. They're doing it on a different level. I call them broad daylight guys. Chiraq, okay? The motherfucking killings stack up. These vatos are out there popping just to pop. Hey, look it, trip out. So you get about 10 vatos over there. We're going to have 10 vatos over here. And we're going to just shoot at each other with real guns. Whoever gets hit loses. You ready? Hike, right? And these motherfuckers are going. They're on some Chicago Bear shit. Okay, now in California, it's always been different. It's always been the enemigas, homes. If you hit them, you hit them. You get them, you got them. You know, and that's just what it was. And how it's always been. Over there in Chicago, they're shooting just to shoot. Now, of course, they have traditional enemies just like anywhere else. Man, one turf doesn't like another. One street doesn't like another. And it's something that's been going on for a long time. To what degree of something? The highest degree. They just been wiggling in a menudo style in a direct fashion. But now I'm starting to notice this influence of Chicago. And I give Chicago the benefit of the doubt and say they started that gangster shit. This is the motherfucking things they get. I'm going to put some respect on their name. I'm seeing a lot of the Chicago stilo, the same haircuts, the same type of music, the same type of activities, right? Happening in California. Now, California has always been gang related. The politics, it's very political state. And I don't mean fucking Governor Bush and all that. I mean on some real life shit. The politics of the streets, right? Within certain gangs, within certain areas, man, has always been real hyphy. Orale E40 and Mac Dre, right? It's always been hyphy. All the way from the Bay to LA, like I say, man, every different city, every different town, every different fucking village gets their motherfucking Bangladesh on in their wiggle. That's just how it's been. But the influence now with these younger crowds, it seems like it's all melting into one pot. And Chicago is playing a big factor in this. You know, people see Chicago like, you know, because everything is more mainstream now. With social media, with fucking cell phones and shit, people could reach out and touch someone. You know, so you got vatos that are in California like, hey, orale, how you guys doing over there in Chicago? You got a primo in Chicago, right? Con un pinche pelo largo, you got long ass hairums and funny ass. Hey, what are you guys doing over there? Killing people? Hey, you trip out. I'm gonna do that too today. Simon, hey, what else are you gonna do? I don't know. So look, I'm gonna hit like 3 people in the morning. And then I got this one honey, he's gonna give me my money, like about noonish. We're gonna go, I'm gonna take her to Subway, we're gonna eat fresh. And then after that, hey, I'm gonna kill a few more people, okay? Hey, look I'm gonna film it too. Simon, just so you know, I ain't fucking around over here, you know what I mean? This is fucking West Side all day, to the day I die, order down some fuck shit. And that's the get down now. It's the hype, you know? It's all about fucking upping your game, man, upping your body count, getting them points, man, getting them likes. Please subscribe, right? That's what they're on. And it's a trip, and I think a lot of that was started in Chicago. You know, people are going to always take it and run with it. Hey, no, Sasuke, fuck you guys. We started this shit. No, we started it. Everybody wants to be the innovator and the fucking proprietor of starting some gangster shit. But in real life, man, every different town, every different city knows how to wiggle. But Chicago wiggles differently. That's a fact. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. Menudo, right? You already know what it is, right? I've noticed, and this is just me from the outside looking in, a lot of people from California basing their whole fucking style, mannerisms, and the way they act on the Chicago stilo. Say it ain't so, but it is. Okay, because I know in California, man, we've never had them funny ass haircuts. And I call them funny, but I mean, everyone's doing it now. So I guess it's just a stilo. Maybe I'm different. I'm stuck. I'm a veterano. I'm old school. The whiskers on my chin done turned white on me. So I'm out of the loop. But I will say this. From my perspective on shit, it's always been bald heads, hair combed back, combs, Dickies and Benz and hush puppies on my, a Cortez here and there. And that's just what it do, man. A little 380 is a throwaway. No one ever hurt, it never hurt nobody, or did it? One never knows, does one. I know mine's did, allegedly, right? But over there, they're different. They're drilling, they're drilling with drums, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing everybody in California on some drum shit. The activities are real. People are hitting people in broad daylight just to hit them, you know what I mean? For no other reason than they can. And it just seems very similar and odd to me that California as a state would base a lot of their stilo and a lot of their get down on Chicago. Now, this ain't everybody. Don't get it twisted. Don't fucking put words in my mouth. This shit, right? I'm not saying everybody is getting down like that. I'm saying I'm starting to notice it more and more. I'll be a damn liar with the pants on fire if I said it was everybody, because there's still a lot of old school vatos, especially down like in Los, that area down south where vatos still keep it fucking, you know what I mean? Cholo. The choloism is real. But you got to understand, in Chicago, you got a lot of Latinos. You got a lot of Mexicans. There's a heavy Mexican influence in Chicago. And they've been doing that. So somewhere along the line, it's like Chicago and California have some underground tunnel or something, man, where they leave, you know what I mean? Where it's all good in the middle. Because I'm noticing a lot of guys in the California with the haircuts of Chicago, with the motherfucking stilo, with the gangbang, with all that, right? I'm not noticing it in fucking Chicago. I think now back in the days, Chicago was modeling their whole get down after California with the gang colors, with the way they were establishing. Because, hey, let's keep it real. So, okay, just because the wind's blowing, the West Coast has always been the best coast. We've always been the one. So, East Coast, don't be mad at me, right? We ain't the motherfuckers, man, that was with the bullshit. We was with the activities, right? And continue to be. The shit ain't never stopped, right? So the West Coast has always been known for that gangsterism, that Chicanismo, that gangsterism. The brothers, man, they've been acting gangsterish. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers doing their thing. Everybody has been acting a certain way because that's just how the politics deem it. You know, especially when you're gang related. Now, not everybody. There's some vatos that are just working, picking tomates and shit. And then, of course, there's some vatos working right now at Amazon, man. Hooking up my package. Con un fucking paño y todo. Oh, my, right? Handle it and say, I need that in 2 days. Fast delivery. But for the most part, anyone that's gang related in the state of California knows what it is. You know, it's trends, it's times, it's eras. You know, you go through certain eras where ain't shit really happening, man. Everyone's kicking back, drinking, smoking on the skunk, they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing. And then there's other times when motherfuckers are really getting highly active. This is one of them times, it seems like. This is that era, man, of activity. And everything seems to be surrounding urban-based music. Hip hop. Hip hop plays a heavy catalyst. Movies, Hollywood, you know, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Blood In, Blood Out, fucking Back to the Future. I said, orderly Biff. You know what I mean? Even Biff was getting his bang on, you know what I mean? So he was trying to bang Marty's mom in the back of that car. So, okay, against her will. It was an ugly look until George gave him un putazo. Then George knocked in. You know how it goes. George was like that last night. You know what I mean? And the winner was George, the Martian. And that's just how it is. Great Scots, right? But at the end of the day, Chicago now is like the mecca of gangbanging. We'll keep it real. It's always been LA, Bay Area, Northern California, stand up, you know, all that. I'm going to give California the whole just due, man, because I don't think anyone wiggles harder than anyone. I think it matters on the individual. I think it matters the time, the day, where you're at. So get how fat the gorda is. Everything factors into the play, right? But when it comes to Chicago, these motherfuckers is different. You got youngsters, 12, 13, 14 years old, drumsticks. What's a drumstick? Those are some questions you do not ask, right? They got the drumsticks. You know what I mean? They're getting their lick on, homes. You know what I mean? One time for your mind. The funny part and the mysterious part of the whole situation is that vatos are doing it for clout. They're doing it for numbers. They're doing it for bags. They're doing it for whatever. Where back in the days, traditionally, man, you get hit over some type of activity like just being from the other side, man, representing, you know, wearing the wrong color. So I was like, wait up, now that I think about it, that was funny style too, right? But it happened. Okay, that's just what happened. I participated like a motherfucker, so I already know what it is. Hey, what color is that? This you're wearing. Well, it's kind of like a teal green. That's just so it's not to what degree of blue. It's different, right? It's more greenish than blue. Already, I'm gonna give you the pass this time. This time, right? Acknowledge me, and that's just what it was. Now over there, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you I know the whole rules, regulations, and politics of Chicago. I know they have a heavy presence of Latin kings, Satan's disciples, folk nation, all that, right? It's a little different. The Latinos over there bang differently. You know, they're more into being percenters. And you know, I can't sit here and bullshit you guys and say that I know everything about how they get down. But I know there's a lot of rules. There's manifestos. There's things they go by, man. There's a lot of respect for their leaders and the people that established basically their forefathers. You know, and they conduct themselves according to their Biblia, according to their rules. Whereas in California, it's more street politics. It's more prison politics. It's more... You already know who's the one, and they're going to let you know, and you're just going to do it like that. You know, and that's just what it is. Every different day is different. Over there in Chicago, man, they go by the book, homie. Straight up. They go by the book, hook and crook. They'll catch you slipping, man, and then you're shook. You just know what it is. I can rap a little bit sometimes, right? But I'm just seeing a lot of the influence from Chicago and California, and a lot of people deny it. Fuck no, homes. We're just ourselves, man. This is just the way it is. Charlie, bro. You know, I remember back in the early 90s, right before I went to the California Youth Authority, we had that long pelo. Simon, dog, the bounty hunter shit. We were on some Leland, right? We were on Leland, right? But that shit went away fast. And it went to more towards bald heads, short hair. Or, of course, you had the Chongo or the Mongolian. If you were up north, down south, it's more been predominantly bald heads. And I'm talking about on a Mexicano level, right? When it comes to the Africanos, the brothers, you know, back in the days, man, they had that motherfucker, the fro, or the high top fake on Peachy Kid and Play, you know what I mean? Or, you know, ain't gonna trust nobody. With the jump over there. Now, it's dreads, you know, just like Chicago. The young northerners, a lot of the southerners, right? Got the long pelo in the back con un pinche fade, you know what I mean? Some of them got the Edgar, you know what I mean? Con pinche the Mayan, what's that dude? The Vato from fucking Apocalypto? Right? They got that going on. It's just a trip. It's definitely a trip. But as you look at it from an innocent bystander, from a productive member of society, from someone on the outside looking in that has an extensive history in gangbanging, so knows just a little bit, right? I see it for what it is. I see California and other states on the West Coast modeling their stilo and their gangbang after Chicago. Now, why Chicago? I don't know. You hear stories, the same fucking stories I do. Every time you turn on the TV, well, guess what? Last night in the Windy City, 6 people got murked right there on the corner. two paleta mans, one fucking paisita, and a fucking African in a pear tree, right? They're not fucking playing over there. Anybody can get it. And see, California's always been with that activity too, that program. Anybody can get it. But they're really doing that in Chicago. And it's leaking this way with the hip hop generation, with a lot of these rappers like Chief Keef and all these other rappers coming out of Chicago, man. People are really getting incarcerated. They're really catching Ricos. They're really fucking shooting in the streets. People are like, oh, we can do that too. What's the... We've been doing that, right? And they're just handling their business. I'm lying. I can't even say it like this anymore. So I did, right? They're different. Okay, do I think it's a bad thing? Anytime violence is involved, anytime people are getting shot in broad daylight, anytime a state as a whole is like modeling their whole get down after a fucking treacherous and dangerous place, yeah, there's a problem. You know, it starts to become a no man's land, a war zone. You know, you got Chicago, man, aka Chirac. There's a reason why they call it Chirac, Holmes, because they're at war. They're drilling over there. It's different. They're marching to their own pinchy drum line, right? They're getting their issue on. In California, you got cities like Sacramento, man, where they're calling it South Sac, Iraq. You know what I mean? You got Compton and motherfucking, you know, the hub city where they're really getting it in. You got war zones, man. They call it war zones. People are fucking different nowadays. Anyone that ain't prepared and ain't ready, so put your vest on when you're going to go to Walmart. Because they'll get you on aisle 10. But already, you know where they have the swimming pools? I was trying to get a pool from a gas station. This motherfucking youngster with long ass hair and TikTok pants shot me in the heart. That's it. Broke my heart, literally, right? That's just how they're getting down. I'll hold, right? Motherfuckers ain't playing. So yes, man, for anyone that has been thinking the same thing I've been thinking, there's a heavy influence from Chicago into California and not vice versa. I think in the early days, California played a big part. In every other state, man, when it came to gangbanging, everybody was watching the West Coast. Motherfucker, today was a good day, like Ice Cube. They was all looking, right? But somewhere along the line, it crossed over, man. And now it's the other way around. The roles have changed, right? And now everyone's trying to be like Chicago. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate and a lot of people like, fuck that, Holmes. We're representing our own state, Holmes. It's you that we hate. Charlie, man, think about it. I said, look at it. Look at it. Google it, right? You know what I mean? Don't believe me. Don't believe the hype, man. I'm just a brown person in the wind, a broke brown person like that. In the wind, man, saying what I say. This is just my perspective. Again, at the end of the day, it's always just my perspective of what I see with my own four fucking eyes. I could be totally offbeat and totally wrong. But like I said, this ain't actual and factual, man, but this is definitely smactual, and that's what they're doing over there. Okay, so will it change? It'll change with the times. I think, like I said, music plays a big part into this. As the music genre changes kind of slightly, you went from everyone being on some West Coast shit, Lil Wayne wearing some baggy ass pants. Next thing you know, the Vatos fucking wearing skin tight pants and he has skateboards. Now all of a sudden you see Vatos with backpacks, skateboards, and tight pants. The shit changes, man. It's like fucking whatever Lil Wayne does in this world on Paru, that's what everyone's gonna do. You know? Have you noticed that? That's que pinche Lil Wayne, you run the world. That's it. Ducci. That's his fucking plan, his evil plan. Anyways, I'm just looking at it from a fucking unobjective perspective, and I'm saying that I think California and all the Western states, man, are modeling their whole drill game after a state like Chicago, man. They're really getting it in Chicago. The murder rate has fucking escalated and elevated over the last few years. I've seen things that are unbecoming of a state, right? But a state got respect, man. You got to give Chicago their motherfucking respect. Like I said, they didn't just start gangbanging. They've been doing this. They've been true to this. They're not new to this, right? But at the same time, this whole world is changing. So I can't even fucking drive over here because gas is too expensive. Everything is just fucked up. So my kid can't even get formula. Wait up, I don't got a newborn. Spends on la tira. Maybe it is mine, maybe it isn't, right? Anyways, at the end of the day, that's just how I see it. Whether you choose to believe it, it's up to you. Like I said, just look at it, man. Look at the haircuts, look at the stilo, look at the style, look at the fucking escalation in crime. It seems like the style is modeled after Chicago. That's just what it'd be like. Anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to put that out there today. You know what I mean? If you knew better, homeboy, I guarantee you should do better. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of this fucking day right here, just one day right here, man, it's all about your family, man. Go out there and get it. You got to live day to day. Because if you go to Chicago, Holmes, you might not live that day. LA? They gonna fuck you up. Bay Area? They get hyphy, right? And it's just what it is. They never forgot how to get hyphy. Going to beat your gold-tooth, dreadlocks, motherfucking stunners without the lenses. Bang, bang. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with that thumbs up one time for your mind. There's a notification bell. I would appreciate if you hit that motherfucker. Go over to Gunners Collective where I drop the boom bangers. You know what I mean? I think I got something going on right now over there. You just never know what it is, man. Daily. If you don't like me, if you think I'm a J-Cat, if you think I'm just some bullshit, man, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. Literally. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the unity of all people coming together, man, and trying to make it a less violent place. But I'm just one person. Why can't we be friends? I need all your help. It's all fucked up. Utterly Chicago. Califas, you know what it do like.